Last thing that this industry needs is another Martha Stewart project. We were raised rock and roll, punk rock, surfing, skateboarding. For ourselves, this is who we are, and we try to be honest and wear our hearts on our sleeves, and that's what it is. Used to be a chef, wanted to be a winemaker. Started on the East Coast, came out here to make wine, get into it. My first wines were Merlot and Cabernet and Zinfandel. But everybody and their dog was making Merlot and Cabernet and Chardonnay. I knew that there was this crazed audience for Zinfandel, and instead of having 9,000 competitors to go against, I'd have really about 20. Although it was a much smaller audience to play to, it seemed like I had a greater chance of standing out, because standing out is what's so hard in this business right now, because everybody's doing it exactly the same.
First few years we were running it out of Berkeley though, because I couldn't quit the day job. And it was total smoke and mirrors, because Chris had this big vision of what he wanted the company to be. And our marketing was as if we had the whole picture, but we were just a piece of that. We'd be talking to our distributors on the phone, and I'd be thinking they're probably picturing that we're in the middle of this vineyard in some winery building, and we're in a bike shed in the backyard of our house in Berkeley. I had surfboards over my head, and my bike was right there, and it was crazy, but it was really fun.
Chris and I were friends from Maine. We grew up back in Maine, so I've known him since I was 13, 14 years old.
Billy had basically sold his company. He came down, fell in love with it, and then he joined as a full partner because he's a crazy salesman, and he's as crazy as I am out on the road. When we moved into Chardonnay, there was a budding interest within a real cult group within the culinary world of no oak wines. No oak Chardonnay just really hit like you wouldn't believe, and it was an understanding of the marketplace, and it was a hole that we went in and filled. From there, we're playing with the Rhones and the eclectic varieties, and that cult audience is still our greatest customer, and we're having a lot of success with them. We've grown it now quite a bit to about 65,000, 75,000 cases. One of the things that I've learned growing up, at least, is that we spend a lot of time trying to grow up really fast, and then we spend the rest of our life trying to be young and act young as soon as we can and as quickly as we can. Well, if you can come play with us and we can help you in that line at all, then we scored. We have a pretty unique experience that I'm sure everybody will dig, and I guarantee you'll flip on the wines. But if you want a tour of the freak show, come by, and we'll definitely raise your eyebrows one way or another.
That's our job, man.